in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Commodores will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape. Fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
They'll run the toss. Got room to work. Looking for room at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Into the end zone for the 2, and they pushed that lead out to 8. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Vanderbilt's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Commodores want to pick up the tempo.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And the Commodores lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Slips one guy, now he's loose. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Commodores with the 1st and 10.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
To the ground with the bat. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Defense in press coverage. Right back to the well. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on fourth down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
First down, Commodores.
They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on second down. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Here comes the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. When you break into the top 5, halfway through the season, it's been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That
breaks into the open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets it.
Just steamrolling the defense. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Rushes on him. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Power ahead. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Gamecock. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
South Carolina, 16. Vanderbilt, 3.
He'll bring it out. It's Lane. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Shakes off the defender. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Humphries. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Commodores will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Here's the handoff. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches then.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. They'll leave it with him. Just plowing ahead. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Here comes the 2-point try. He wants to throw it. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lane. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to the ground game on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting it to the ground.
They'll try to get it through the air. Punch it out of the air. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
First and goal, South Carolina.
He's looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. Touchdown, South Carolina. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Number 0.
The good news is they got a touchdown. The bad news is the quarterback had his molars rearranged.
Yeah, man, if I'm a defensive guy, listen, hits on the quarterback are important. I know they got a touchdown, but those body blows throughout a game sometimes can add up.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Vanderbilt, 3.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lane. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Off the play fake on first down. Finds a man in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Down, Commodores.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Commodores are facing 3rd and inches. Surging forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Bust through behind his pad. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
1st and goal, South Carolina.
Pushes toward the goal line. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to pound their way in. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting absolutely nowhere on 2nd down, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
South Carolina.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed him to kick it there.
40. Vanderbilt, 3.
He'll bring it out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
And your Vanderbilt
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. The Commodores line up to punt it away.
on to kick it away.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him.
Carolina offense will take over.
And the Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Carter. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's taking the shot. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Throw to the end zone, picked off. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. And the Commodores headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Humphreys. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. The Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Got his man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Bring in the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get...
Touchdown Gamecocks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They'll try to run it in. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
South Carolina, 46. Vanderbilt, 3.
Coming out with it, it's Lane. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Slips through the line. What a cut. Now he's loose. Touchdown, South Carolina. The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love the coverage. by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
52. Vanderbilt, 3.
Here he comes with the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Leaves it with the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be 3rd and long. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half.
The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. It's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball. He has the first and still on his feet. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. The Commodores just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll try the run. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Back to pass. There's the pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
South Carolina. 60. Vanderbilt, 3.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
He's turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. They'll operate out of split backs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They're facing a third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll try the left side. Makes it past the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's
The catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
No, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Power football with the run. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, and these hurt because defensively you got them right where you want them. You got them backed up. Got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
They'll line up to go for 2. They want to throw it. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
There he goes. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Football is very easy when the offensive line does their job like that. I mean, look at those holes, back able to make a cut, 1st down.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
South Carolina.
I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away.
Vanderbilt, 3.
And he's going to bring it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Gives it on the option. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Fights off a defender. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Commodores will call on their punt team.
To kick it away.
Makes the catch at the 45. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Here's the give off the left side. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues about... Okay, ready? 8-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give to the back. Gets it past the marker. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. Here's the punt, and whether it goes 3 yards or 93 yards, just don't let that return guy get it again. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. Wow, just dismissing tackles. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The give to the tailback. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it from the gun. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear deep.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done
turning it on! And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bringing it out. And the returner will be knocked down. He'll keep it himself. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Commodores can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. Slithers into space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll pitch it. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Holding. Offense.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. Finding an escape route. There he goes. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Dumps it to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They boot it away on 4th down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away. Oh, he's got just steamrolling the defense. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Gamecocks in the hurry up.
First down for the offense.
Might as well give it to him again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. No huddle here for the offense. Trying the left side. Open space at the 25. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to seal the edge on the right. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go right back to the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Looks as if they'll go for 2 with the subtlety of a sledgehammer with all these big guys. They'll try to power it in. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one.